Hi, my name is John Virgo, and I am going to take you through a project that I recently did, which is focused on showing pickleball locations on a Google map. And in fact, what I mean by pickleball locations are courts and clubs, or tournaments, or ambassadors, people who have signed up to help people find courts, clubs, and games at their particular level in a given geographic location. So what you're looking at the moment is courts and clubs. The map by default comes up centered on your current location. So I live in the New York area, and you can see these are the pickleball courts and clubs in my particular geographic location. You'll also notice that there are yellow pickle pins where each pickle pin represents an individual court or club, but there are also these, in this case, blue circles with numbers in them. Those are clusters of courts. So when the density of courts is just too high to show on the map, there's a clustering algorithm to show groups of courts. And in fact, if I zoom out, you can see that this is very dynamic. So as you zoom out, the number of courts in any given cluster, of course, goes up. So you can see areas of high density here. And not surprisingly, since pickleball is very popular in the South, in Florida, in Texas, and in California, you see some areas of very, very high concentrations of courts. And in fact, if I zoom all the way out, you can see that the database actually contains some international locations as well. These were added by some of my users through an interface that I provided on the application itself. Zooming back in, I'll show you a couple of other key features. So I can switch to looking at tournaments from courts. And when we look at a tournament, now when I click on a pin, it shows me all of the tournaments that are at that location. So the name of the tournament, the dates of the tournament, a link to tournament details, and the basic cost of it. If I click on tournament details, it brings me over to the tournament page. In this case, it's a page on a website called pickleballbrackets.com. And through this page, you can go ahead and register and find for the tournament, find partners, etc. And then the other major feature is to look for ambassadors. So here, ambassadors are represented using a different icon, pickleballs with pickleball paddles in their hand. And if I click on an ambassador, I find out the name of the ambassador, the fact that they're a USA Pickleball sponsored ambassador for Suffolk County. And if you want to reach out to this person, you simply click on the link and it brings you to a form that you can fill out, which will be emailed to that person. So you can get in contact with them, find courts in the area, find games in the area, etc. And then finally, I'll show you one other feature. There are many other features, but I'll just show one more for this particular video. And that is if you happen to be traveling and you're interested in playing in a tournament, let's say that I'm going to be traveling to, let me say Hotel Naples in Naples, Florida. And I'm going to be traveling between February 1st and February 28th. So if I go ahead and I update the map with that information, it centers the map on that particular location. And if I zoom in, you'll see there's a blue pin. And I can see that there is a tournament pretty close. It's at the East Naples Community Park, which is a 9-minute drive time from Hotel Naples to East Naples Community Park. The registration is open. It costs $70. And of course, I can look at the tournament details and find those tournament details, including all the events and everything else that you'd be interested in if you're going to participate in that tournament. So those are some of the major features. There are many more, but I did this particular project not for a client, but out of a love for the game. I've made this particular application available for free. You can try it yourself online. It's up and running at www.pickleballtournamentsmap.com. There's a link in my profile, and you can go ahead and try it yourself. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks. Bye.